Good morning. My name is Bob Slee, and I'm here on behalf of the lead team to thank you for your generous support of the capital campaign. We also want to talk a little bit about this summer and what we'll be doing as we do our next refresh project, which will be the sanctuary. The first 17 months of the campaign has been totally amazing. It's another reflection of the generous nature of our congregation, not only with your financial support, but also with your time and your talents that you've shared as we've gone through this process. Many partnerships have been made, both inside the church and with others outside the church who have shared their experiences and their skills to make this project successful. We are thankful for all contributions. The debt was $609,160 when we started. It is $293,000 as we talk today. That's a debt reduction of $316,000. We are very grateful for all of those who provided financial support to make that happen. In the sanctuary, which will start, the refresh will start on July the 13th and last for 6 weeks, we have 4 major areas that we'll be working with. Those areas are the carpet, which we'll replace on the sanctuary floor, and then on the altar, which will become a hard surface, which will help us as far as projecting sound for our music programs and for any other events that we might be holding. The steps will be wood. There will be ADA railings on each side of the steps, on the right side and on my left. And those railings will be made out of wood primarily because if you have arthritic hands, those can be larger railings than what the metal railings are that we have in the back, which will also be changed. We'll be installing video projection screens, which will be at the right side of the box, the sound box on this side, and will be on the left side of the sound box on that side. So we'll have 2 screens. The video projectors will be located in the back of the sanctuary. As part of the ADA changes that we're making, we're going to have an ADA seating placed in both the left and the right side of the the pews about halfway up. The pews will also be spaced about 3 inches more apart, which will allow easier access in and out of the pew row. And that's especially important if you happen to have a walker or you are using a cane. At the time that we're doing the work in the sanctuary, the 9:30 service will move to the ministry center, and we'll be sharing that space for about 6 weeks. During that time period, we will try to be flexible, and the worship teams are currently working to coordinate the flow in and out of those 2 services. Finally, I'd like just to talk a little bit about the funding. Because of the addition of the pews and the chairs, which is a cost about $20,000, we are about $25,000 over budget. We can do these 4 things that I've talked about and have the funding to do that. We would like to address sound and lighting issues, but to do that, we're going to have to come up with another $25,000. If that doesn't happen, we'll do that in a step 2 at a future date. thank you very much for everything you've done to make this campaign successful. It, to me, has been an amazing process, as there's always seems to be somebody that steps up and says, have you thought about doing this? Or here's maybe a better way of accomplishing this process that you're trying to do. Again, we're grateful and we say thank you.